they have not really actually broken a sweat today. Easily handled Russia 45-35. They took out Hungary. They faced Japan. Switzerland, well, in the semifinal, it was a rematch of last year's gold medal match,
Ladies and gentlemen,
which they lost to France. They turned the tables on France this time around. And then prior to that, in the quarterfinals, knocked out Italy and Spain in the 16. They've worked hard all day. I expect them to work really hard in this match.
Team Switzerland.
So introducing the team from Switzerland.
Bronze medalist in World Championships, European champion.
The silver medalists last time out. Can they go one better this time around?
Michele Niggeler, Max Heinzer,
Michele Niggeler, Max Heinzer with a headband,
Steffen,
Lucas Malcotti and Benjamin Steffen.
Team Korea.
And the team from Korea won 2 World Cups this year in Bern and Heidenheim. That was a big one.
Second place in 2015 Moscow World Championships.
Took a silver medal in 2015 in the World Championships. And that is Park Kyung-do, Park Sang-young, and Jun Jin-sun, and the reserve will be Kyeon Young-jun.
And our officiating crew for this gold medal match is Regis Tuada Abla of Brazil, Ala Fala of Iraq, Mihail Pagiev of Moldova, and Andrei Kabrinyuk of Republic of South Africa are our 2 referee assistants. And Alafala and Regis Tuada Abla will alternate throughout the match. Our lineup for tonight, it will be Park Kyung-do, Park Sang-young, and Jung Jin-sun. And to open, it will be Jung Jin-sun, Park Sang-young to close. And for Switzerland, Michele Niggeler, Max Heinzer, Lucas Malcotti, Benjamin Steffen in reserve, and it will be Malcotti to open and Malcotti to close. That's an interesting shift in the lineup.
Well, they've put Benjamin Steffen in his reserve. I wouldn't be surprised if Benjamin Steffen subs in for Malcotti for the final anchor leg. And there is the big Swiss fencer. So as Malcotti just gets himself prepared.
Well, Malcotti, a younger member of the team, and you know, we have to remember that this Korean team is athletic and they are acrobatic, and you've got to do a lot of running.
So time now for the gold medal match in this men's team épée competition. Jun Jin-sun against Lucas Malcotti. The Koreans on the left of your screen, Switzerland on the right. It's crunch time. This is for gold. And this is épée. The whole of the body, the target. A point weapon, and importantly, no right of way. So The idea is to hit and not be hit. If both fencers hit near enough the same time, then two lights will go on, two colored lights will go on, and a double point is scored. Now, doubles are important, David, towards the end of the competition, and they're a good tactical tool for a fencer who is ahead to close out the game.
Well, they do have an effect on the game, and in one leg of the France-Switzerland match, actually, it was Niggeler against Fava, and they had 4 doubles, and Niggeler closed out that leg with 1 single light and negated everything that France had done in that leg. So yes, single lights are important, but you can't use doubles as a tactical tool, but they can have a beneficial impact. You get towards the end of a match and you're trailing, then they are the worst thing that can happen.
So Switzerland with the early lead, slender lead. Well, Malcotti attacking from a long way out there, and Jun Jin-sung able to get his arm up and make sure that at least the double was scored.
Still a good start here for Malcotti. Big pickup there from Jung Jin-sun. Big block out. That's got to lift Switzerland's spirits right there. It's a 1-point lead coming out of the first, but to get that hit right there has got to put some wind in Switzerland's sails.
And the fact that Malcotti is fencing well, really important for the Swiss.
So Park Sang-young is on to face Michele Niggeler.
Just looking back through the results of this competition, it was first introduced in 1930 to the World Championship program, the men's team épée. Épée was in from the beginning in the individual, and I can tell you that Switzerland have never won the gold medal, and neither have Korea. So whoever wins gold tonight will be making history. Well, I'm just looking through the other weapons. And on the men's side, Switzerland have never won gold at the World Championships.
Really?
They've never won a gold medal at World Championships in any weapon on the men's side. In fact, on the women's side as well. Can you think of a Swiss world champion fencer?
Not in recent modern times.
I can tell you that as far as I can see, it's never happened.
Nice there from Niggeler.
The Koreans, of course, have won. They won last night. But never in épée.
Really, really impressive performance from Michele Niggeler.
Yeah, it's a slender lead, but a lead is very important in épée.
Well, I mean, you know, we've seen Malcotti, we've seen Niggeler. They look solid. They look composed. They look unintimidated. And they're very much holding their own.
Nice from Park, though, there.
But Switzerland are, without any doubt, making Korea work for it and work really hard.
Nice.
That's really nice. 5 there
Niggeler,
for
yeah.
Niggeler and 3 for Park Sang-young. 10-7, we go into the third. Park Kyung-do for Korea. And I've been really curious to see which brand of Heinzer we're going to get.
Well, we don't need to get the full Heinzer right now.
You know what, I'm thinking back to the Budapest Grand Prix earlier this season, and Heinzer was in the gold medal match. He was in the semifinal, obviously, to get in the gold medal match. But he was facing Alex Favre of France, who is, you know, got a similar kind of style to him. And Heinzer, we got the parental Heinzer. We got the dad Heinzer. He was very calm, very composed, no outbursts, anything like that. Then he turned on the full Heinzer so he can use it judiciously.
He can.
And let's see what we have against Park Kyung-do.
You could say Heinzer is full of beans.
You could say. I wish you would And besides, we've already used that one on Alex Fava.
Different bean. So just watch how Heinzer moves around the piste. It's unconventional, to say the least. It's kind of like a boxer who switches. If he could, Heinzer would switch hands midway through.
Well, it's early going. Give him a chance. I feel the spring is about to be sprung here. Well, Park picks it up. But Heinzer giving the Koreans a taste of their own medicine. You'll leave it there.
Oh wow! We only got a mini Heinzer, a baby Heinzer.
Well,
a small portion.
If it is going to work, if it's going to work for him, then he'll stay out there and do it. If it's not, he's gonna get out. So that's sort of a parental type decision, wouldn't you say?
Yep.
If it's going to work, keep doing it. If not, don't ship any more points. Jung Jin Sun on in the fourth. He'll face Michele Niggeler.
And there is Niggeler. So what are we going to see here?
I think we're going to see Jung Jin Sun come after it.
Only 2 points. He can be patient in his build-up.
The springs in the Jung model are pretty tightly wound, and have been all day. But if he starts handing points over, then we may see him back off as well.
Well, one apiece. If you watch Jung's front foot, he kind of does this thing where he steps backwards to go forwards.
Heinzer having his weapon checked.
Niggeler.
Oh, sorry. Tell you what, Michele Niggeler is putting in a really impressive performance here.
Indeed.
He is keeping his cool.
Beautiful. That bouncing down from Jung is a little bit telegraphed.
Well, it is. And I feel like Niggeler is keeping him focused on basics. You know, in the same way that Heinzer doing the full Heinzer didn't pay off for him. All that flapping about and squatting and everything is not doing anything for Jung Jin Sun. And he's out here to score points and win a world championship. I don't know if you saw the body language in that replay after that last hit, but Jung knows things are not going well for Korea.
They're going from bad to worse. And the target is 20. And Niggeler's not going to want to see the end of this.
It's a 7-4 run for Michele Niggeler.
Beautiful.
This guy is high on my list for the Man of the Match award.
The MVF.
Exactly.
The most valuable fencer.
I think it could be jointly shared by Nicole Ross and Michele Niggeler.
And as the clock ticks down at the very end, is there time for one more? There is. Jung gets it. So that will probably be that. And it is indeed 19-13 the score.
9 for Michele Niggeler, 5 for Jung Jin Sun, and
that's a big plus.
A big plus.
A big +4 to add to the big +2
Benjamin
from
Steffen
leg
in.
2.
Benjamin Steffen in for Malcotti.
Right. Well, we thought that, didn't we? When we looked at the score sheet. We thought, oh, Malcotti's anchoring? No, he's not. Well, he might come back in.
He might
come back in. Let's see how Steffen gets on.
But Steffen in to face Park Kyung-do in the 5th. And we will find out if this is a tactical or a full substitution. See, here in the fifth, the Swiss have got some time. They've got a couple of legs to see how things are going before they make a decision as to what kind of substitution it is. Oh, lovely.
I can see Steffen staying in. I mean, he is their normal anchor. What was that?
Somebody dropped their pliers.
Big thump from the ceiling. Well, Switzerland have really turned up for this. Desperate to make history.
Well, you know, they thought they had it in the bag last year. They went into the ninth leg with a big lead on France. And
Heinzer went and knocked himself out.
yeah, he did, literally.
Flew off the side of the piece, crashed into. He banged his back of his head on the ground, didn't he?
On a scoreboard. Knocked himself flat out.
In rugby, they would have had a head injury assessment. Take them off the pitch. Assess whether they're able to come back on. Well, that's better from Park. We're still very much fencing. They're close enough. Oh.
Yeah, Steffen went after that, and I'm not sure that he couldn't have let
He was
Park tumble back a little bit, and then
tempted in, wasn't he?
yeah, and then run a little time off the clock.
So Park 6, Steffen 4.
They're going to back away.
And they do. The score sits at 23-19.
So 2-point net gain for Korea. And we go into the 6th, and we'll get Park Sang-young and Max Heinzer. Heinzer with nil points in the 3rd.
Well, that went to non-combativity after he slipped one, let one slide, and then he pulled out.
I am pretty sure that Max Heinzer is wearing a T-shirt under his jacket that says Switzerland's first fencing gold medal, or fencing first World Championship gold medal.
Is he really?
I
you just
don't know it, but
right.
I know this, that at the Budapest Grand Prix, he was wearing a T-shirt that said 10 World Cup titles, a record.
All right.
And he had to win the Budapest Grand Prix for that to be a true statement.
Right, okay. Well, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, isn't it?
Well, it could very much be. He went out and had the T-shirt made.
Yep.
Of course, he could have been wearing that at every one of the World Cups Grand Prix that he's been to in the past 3 years.
Yeah.
Well, that's 2 more that he's shipped.
Yeah. Quite controlled from Heinzer for Max Heinzer.
Yeah, well,
maybe he needs to kind of get more Heinzer-like.
Yeah, he might want to turn the full Heinzer up to 11 here.
And now only a 1-point lead. Max Heinzer changes his weapon, gives himself a little bit of a breather, gives himself some thinking time. Oh, now he's up the pace. Wow, that's more like it. Heinz has woken up. just trying to avoid and change the line as much as they possibly can. Oh, brilliant from Heinzer. I think Heinzer just asking for the medic to come out. I think he got caught on the backhand. Well, Heinzer, no such injury as last time round. A cut finger. A whole lot better than knocking yourself unconscious like he did in Leipzig. So Heinzer's hit the overdrive, changed his weapon, and he came back out after that, and it was like someone had given him an extra burst of energy. Changing the line, darting from one side of the piece to the other. All these extra movements. See the head movement like a boxer. One side, then the other.
Very much like a boxer.
Oh, it is great to watch. Heinz looks like he's going to run at him. Look at that on guard position.
No.
No, he's not. It was. Oh, wow.
The true showman.
Well, we're going to get more of Heinzer in a couple of legs' time. And we are through the 2/3. So we've seen everyone fence twice, apart from Malcotti, who was subbed out, and Steffen, who came in for him. And with everything that the Swiss have done, they've still only got a 2-point lead.
Well, as hard as Korea has tried to break that lead, they haven't been able to do it. Even when they have a bad leg like this past one, where Heinzer shipped 2 points. It's Michele Niggeler coming on now to face Park Kyung-do in the 7th. And he has done a remarkable job of holding the line. He's on a +6 indicator right now.
The Swiss tactic of putting Heinzer in second last, really just to try and establish a lead going into the final leg and giving Benjamin Steffen a buffer.
Well, that might be the thought, but Heinzer has not been a scoring factor in this match. In fact, he's running a deficit.
Non-combativity called. 25-23 the score. And Niggeler is done and finishes on a +6.
I will, I mean, right now, Max Heinzer's on a -3 indicator. He's got to make points up. And you know, at the risk of facing Jung-Jin Sun and the risk of shipping some points here. It's a 2-point lead. You know, it might be in Switzerland's interest for Heinzer to go non-combativity here.
Heinzer's headband, his sweatband, certainly does break a sweat.
Let's see what happens. This is some pretty risky territory for Switzerland.
I'm not sure if Heinz is going to attack here. All this dancing around.
I think he's looking for a minute to pass.
Yeah. Unless he just lets it tick just to the minute. Epé is very good at counting to 60.
Well, he's got 10 seconds, 9 seconds.
Oh, he does attack just at the end.
And that was the risk.
Jung-Jin Sun saw him coming.
Well, Jung-Jin Sun was looking at the clock too.
And they offer each other non-combativity, and the referee allows them. And 25 to 24, just 1 point in it, and 3 minutes of fencing. And is it Malcotti? No,
No,
it is Steffen.
Steffen. And Heinzer leaves on a -4 indicator.
Right, a huge, huge leg for Benjamin Steffen.
And right now he's on a, Malcotti had a +1. Steffen right now is on a -2.
Yeah.
And it is Michele Niggeler that has carried this team. And it's too bad they can't bring him back out now. So Park Sang, oh, go ahead.
So I was going to say Park Sang-young is on a 0 indicator, plus -2 from the second leg, +2 from the fifth.
Big hit.
Big, long flesh attack from Park Sang-young, but Steffen saw it
he
coming.
Just picked that up.
Was able to parry and then land a single light on, and that was a gimme. That really was.
Yeah, but you know,
nice from Park, straight back at it.
You know that Park is going to bring it all. He's going to bring the whole thing. And Steffen is going to have to, he's going to have to dig really deep to hold the line here. Double.
Wowza.
I would not be surprised to see about 25 points scored in this leg alone.
Yeah, Park Sang-young, he's no stranger to the podium. the Olympic gold medalist from Rio de Janeiro. And he won that at age 20. He's 22 now. World rank number 3 coming in to Wuxi.
It's interesting here. We may be getting into territory that could take us to a non-combativity priority minute, but I don't think so now. Oh, big hit. Big hit for Benjamin Steffen.
Yep. We're just over halfway through this final period. And the score, 28-27. Benjamin Steffen really has the experience. Oh, Corée, body against body.
It's a big collision. Steffen is holding his thigh there, or his hip, I guess. A big collision.
The multi-language in the Swiss box, using all 3 of Switzerland's main languages. There is
He's got the hit.
Yep.
Steffen's got the hit, and a challenge from Korea.
Now, so what's the referee going to look at here?
Did Steffen get that in one continuous action?
I think he did.
And I think he did.
Was he off the back of the piste?
Pole stands. This is big. Park has got to make up 2 hits here to get level.
Well, now Steffen can play the defensive game.
He doesn't.
No.
He comes forward.
Yes,
He makes
look
it a
at that.
3-point margin. There's still 25 seconds. There's plenty of time for Park here. But Michele Niggeler.
Oh, he's doing it now.
Michele Niggeler
wow.
and Benjamin Steffen have carried this team.
The Swiss box is going absolutely mental. This has been a bruising encounter.
So Park was trying to do that duck and counter, and Steffen closed the distance really quickly to block it out. Double. Steffen closing the distance again. He's not going to sit back and wait. That one's
gets
through.
one back.
That one's through for Park. It's 12 seconds. There's plenty of time.
Benjamin Steffen, though, 36 years old. He has the experience, the knowledge, but this is the first time that Switzerland...
He does it again. Park is coming in, and I know that he's got to look for the hit. I know that he's got to be careful. But 2 times now, he's stopped, and Steffen just goes.
Park just running at him. Steffen.
Steffen survives this. He's kind of doing a Heinzer of his own here. Don't knock yourself out. You don't have a reserve.
Double scored, 5 seconds left on the clock. This is going to be Switzerland's first ever World Fencing Championship gold medal. And they've done it! The Swiss have finally become champions of the world. Fell short last year in Leipzig, but now the team is jubilant. Look how much that means. Look at Heinzer. Listen to them.
Congratulations to Team Switzerland.
I think they may be surprised.
Absolutely incredible. Cannot contain the joy. Switzerland are gold medal winners.
That's fabulous. They really gutted that one out. And Korea, I don't know what to say. You know, I expected them to be more, you know, out there with it, and I felt they were a little bit subdued.
Yeah.
But the Swiss were not to be denied. And congratulations to them. They kept knocking at the door. Finally, they kicked it open.
They did indeed.
Fucking Weltmeister! Fucking Weltmeister!
Apologies
To all of our listeners.